Hey guys, are you feeling stuck, burnt out, wondering if it's possible to change your life in your 40s, to pivot? I completely understand. I get it. I am a mom of two. I'm working 9 to 5 and I just started my business. I'm rewriting my life after completing my Global Executive MBA at ESA Business School, a top 10 globally recognized business school by the Financial Times. This channel is your front row seat to mindset shifts, messy truths, and the bold moves it takes to chase your purpose. So join me. Let's take this journey together. So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that your mindset is set? No pun intended. You think that people just can't change? Once you have a belief, that's it. Nothing else changes. Well, you're wrong. And I'm going to tell you exactly why, and I'm going to prove it to you. Scientifically, there is something called neuroplasticity. So, guys, brief detour. I'm out for my usual Saturday walks, and it's another beautiful day. Sunny, temperature is just right, and it's a glorious morning. So, I just wanted to share that and check out the view today. Right, back to neuroplasticity. So, neuroplasticity is a feature in the brain that allows it to adapt, reorganize, and change throughout our lives. I'll repeat that because it's really important. It allows the brain to adapt, reorganize, and change throughout our lives. Our experiences shape this change. So this not only proves that change is possible, but is actually scientifically achievable. So guys, our experiences can change the structure of our brain. Why are we talking about this? Why is this important? Well, because most of us in our 40s just don't think it's possible to change anymore. We think, well, we're too old to change. So I'm here to challenge this thought. Because guess what? If you don't start believing that you can pivot and there is a possibility of change, you're not even going to start. So think of the brain like a dynamic landscape. Okay, and each thought that you have carves a way for a neural pathway. Okay, so it carves a new neural pathway. So every time you engage in confronting a limiting belief, you essentially enforce a whole new neural pathway. So think of it like this. Every time, let's go back one step. Think of it this way. Your brain is like a dense forest. Yeah, really, really thick. Think of the Amazonian dense forest, right? Every time you challenge your limiting belief, you clear the pathway for new forestry to grow, new thoughts, new ideas, right? So every time you engage in this, every time you go through that process of confronting and challenging your limiting beliefs, you're creating new pathways. Isn't that incredible? So what we're saying is that your mind is not stuck in a limiting or fixed mindset. Neuroplasticity says that we can change our circumstances by changing our thoughts. Okay, so basically we can change our thoughts by going into a completely different circumstance and experiencing something different. So let's just put this in context. The next time you think or you say to yourself, oh, I can't get another job. Ask yourself the question, but what if I can? I can't start my own business, but what if I can? I can't learn a new skill, but what if you can? Okay? So next time you find yourself telling yourself that you just can't do anything, or whatever it is that you're telling yourself that you cannot do, just ask that simple question, but what if I can? So I'm going to give you guys an example of myself, okay? So for as long as I can remember, I always tell myself, I'm not a techie person, okay? I am not techie. That's not my thing. So I had to obviously get to the point where I get a website for my business. Guess what? I built that website myself, okay? And how did I manage to do this? Because I asked that simple question, what if I can? And I started. It was baby steps at first. It was literally day by day, I went on and I learned something new. And by the time I looked back, I had a website. I'm still tweaking it. It's still a work in progress. Can't get the words out today. It's a work in progress, okay? But that's okay. I started. I asked myself the important question. I started, and I am so happy that I did, because I learned such important, valuable skills. Now, this can be you, okay? So I want to leave you guys with this thought. Today, catch yourself when you say, I can't. I want you to be mentally or consciously, I want you to be very conscious in your thoughts today. So when you catch yourself saying, I can't, please write it down, journal it. Remember my previous video about journaling? Write it down, capture it. And then ask yourself that question, what if I can? Let's try that today, okay? And see how far this can get you. Okay, guys, until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you. Take care.